Okay, and we are live. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Democracy 3. And in today's playthrough, we're going to go ahead and become the Bacon Party. So hopefully everything works out, fix the economy, not get assassinated, because that would be nice. Let's see how things go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change the player party name. So it's going to be the Bacon Party. We can go ahead and challenge the, I don't know, pick a random one, Popular Front. Everything is going to be the same, except we're going to go ahead and make sure that the term limit is set to no limit, because sometimes it takes a bajillion years to fix the economy, but who knows. Alright, so a couple of things we need to know is that the GDP has completely crashed in the past couple of terms. And we're going to have to do some things about this. That's quite unfortunate. Productivity is down 14% as part of a cause, and uncompetitive economy is 13%. So it is going to have a lot of effects, such as the unemployment rate being completely poop. Healthcare is non-existent. That's not cool. Oh, hey Caps, thanks for joining. Thanks for the follow. Unemployment is stagnant. So how's your day, Caps? Did you join the Bacon Party? Are you now a registered voter for the Bacon Party? Excited for Prime Minister Miso? Crime is high, which is increasing prison costs. That's not great. Party of Bacon? Well, yeah, it's the Bacon Party. So instead of being the left, right, we're gonna be the Bacon Party. So just a fair warning, the Democracy 3 is a very boring game. There's no real animations or things like that. It's just a whole bunch of graphs. So I hope that the entertainment we can get from the memes of Bacon will offset some of the different things. So crime is high, health is non-existent, GDP is in the pooper, unemployment is getting there, at least education is doing a little bit better, and poverty is pretty stagnant right now. Hope to fix some of that, and let's see. Your friend plays Democracy? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, hey, Craigers. Um, Craigers, we're gonna play this Democracy game and see if we can show Ace how to fix the economy. No, we're the Bacon Party, okay? We're not the Democratic Party, we're not the Republican Party, we're not the Socialist Party, whatever. We are the Bacon Party. Okay, that's how this works. Alright. Our polling, not too good, but it's okay. Yes. As the Prime Minister elect, because we're playing as Canada, we're gonna promise people bacon. But another thing we have to do is also fix the obesity, which is increasing our state healthcare costs. But one problem at a time, right? It looks like COVID's in this playthrough with a contagious disease costing us 50 million a turn or quarter. So that's not good. A lot of asthma. And it's probably because there's a doctor strike, which is also costing us 190 million. That's great. There seems to be an extreme alcohol abuse, which is costing us 2.5 billion. Antisocial behavior, 56 million. And Batman is on the rise. So there's that. Organized crime and a rail strike. So things aren't looking too good for Canada. First day in office. Homelessness, 12.6 million. And pollution, which is costing us a whopping 630 million. Yeah, there's alcohol in bacon. I'm sorry, there's gonna be some policies in here that no one's gonna like. Just burn it to the ground. You know, there's enough oil in Canada where we probably could. So some of the unfortunate things is that organized mobs, alcohol abuse, antisocial behavior, and vigilante mobs, well, that doesn't really cause anything, can be fixed with cranking up police to max. So we're going to get some state employees, some state memberships, and a lot of antisocial behaviors right off the bat. Alright, and we can also do some community policing, you know, neighborhood watch and all that memes. We'll just crank that up to max and get that alcohol abuse down, because that's going to cost us $2 billion. Right now, we are spending almost 16 billion more than we're making. So we're definitely gonna have to increase taxes one way or another. So how's our military spending? 7 billion. That's not too bad. We only have 18 political. So here's alcohol taxes at 30%. That is horrifying. So there's a capital gains tax at 21%. We can probably crank that up to 25%, generate a couple billion more. Hopefully everything doesn't burn to the ground. And then we can probably increase taxes in a few turns. That's not going to happen. Okay. We can implement a hybrid car. Decrease the demand for oil, which should increase profits. Increase environmentalist income, which should increase profits. So we'll try that. Let's see here. So I got 2 capital. We're going to be in a lot of debt for a while. That's just going to happen. Well, that's interesting. Talking about waxing? I don't know about that. Alright, so ban public smoking. Do you think there should be a ban on public smoking, or let them smoke wherever they feel like? Both really don't affect the gameplay too much. It's, if there's a ban on public smoking, it is going to make the smokers unhappy, and it's going to cause a little bit of problems, but overall the smoking consumption is going to go down. So that's also a nice thing, which should also benefit the health problem. So we'll probably go ahead and do some public smoking bans. Look, if they wanna smoke, they can just grill some bacon, you know, inhale that good stuff. Okay, so now we're increasing our debt to 16 billion extra per turn. But let's take a look at some of the alcohol abuse. Alcohol abuse is already declining, so eventually it should stagger off, which should hopefully give us back $2.5 billion. Antisocial behavior is already declining for 56 million. That's a nice sign. Or 0.05. Vigilante mobs are going down. That's nice. Alright, so we're definitely going to have to increase state health services to deal with the obesity, to deal with the doctor strike, and to deal with the COVID. So it's right now 12 billion. Oof. And we're going to crank it up to 16 billion. But you know what? It's going to decrease unemployment. It's going to decrease some other stuff. Hopefully that'll fix it. So state schools, right now we got modern textbooks. We don't have the capital to increase it, so everyone can stay as, you know, average public schooling as it is. There is a 30% tobacco tax, so we are definitely making it very difficult for people that are smoking. Right now, the religious group hates us. Thankfully, they are not going to kill us anytime soon, which is nice. So this is the threat assessment. Basically, this tells you how likely I am to be shot as prime minister. So all the gun symbols on the left right here basically are people that are like domestic terrorists, and they will raid your capital and burn the White House to the ground, or whatever the capital in Canada is. I don't know. Prime Minister's house, motorcade, whatever. It gets too high, then there's a chance that someone yeets me off the earth. Why am I talking about January 6th, Miso? I don't know. Why am I talking about January 6th? I don't know. So Ace, I'm doing the playthrough for Canada. I'm going to see if I can get rid of that debt right now. So far, terrible job. Terrible job. I'm getting us deeper into debt. But you know what? There's some alcohol I gotta fix. Alright? Alright, so I can appoint a patriot, or I can appoint an international. Tax the shit out of the booze. Dude, I don't think I can tax it anymore. We are at 30% tax on alcohol. Your $10 bottle just costs $13 now. I mean, we could tax booze, but I don't think that's going to fix the problem here. So unfortunately, we do have to do income tax increases, but we're at 41%. Remember, this is Canada. So my middle income is very unhappy with me at 41% taxes. Corporate tax rate is also terrible, dude. Like, corporate tax is 20%. Even at 20%, it's only generating me 9 billion. So I would have to double the corporate tax, and that still wouldn't fix the problem right now. I could decrease foreign aid to maybe from 1 billion to half, but that's not really going to fix it. Military spending is also 7 billion. I can probably go to late defense, and that won't cause too much problems. You could get away with bumping it up to like 30% and start getting better, and just all the foreign affairs. Yeah, but this is Canada. Canada loves people. They love people. Here, let me go to the graph view. So that's all the policies right now. Popularity is okay. Whatever's. Oh, violent crime's going down. That's nice. Let's see here. Let's look at my expenditures right now. So state health is 13 billion right now. I can't really do anything about that. The only thing I could really fix right now is state pensions and reduce that. Right now the debt interest is $9 billion, and that I can't really fix. Yeah, the pensions are definitely screwing me up. So, well, my pensions are going down. Let's see here, 12 billion. Let's bring it down to like 8. Alright, that's going to eat all my capital. So 4 billion gone right there. Debt Deficit's at 18, so I'll bring it down to 14, which isn't too bad. And then hopefully once the alcohol abuse goes down, that should bring it down another 3. Hey, a superhero! Ooh, that's bad. Antisocial behavior went down. Hopefully hopefully it won't get too bad. I'm kind of worried about my credit rating though. Triple B is not a good thing. As long as I don't hit 100% debt ratio, then it's all good. Let's see here. Sales tax 15%. We can probably bring it up to 20%, which probably isn't the greatest, but money, money, money. 14 billion. Alcohol's plummeting. That's a good sign. Oh, there's that. So prostitution is legal at the start, so we're gonna have to get rid of that for some cash. I mean, well, we're not making anything from it, but it is increasing organized crime, and it's pissing off the hell out of the religious group. So they don't like me right now, and they're gonna start killing me. So the rail subsidy is doing too well, but I don't have any capital now, so let's take it out. A general strike. What do you know? You know what? Personally, I don't like this children's food one. I've seen what happens personally. Not very happy with it. Let's see here. Homelessness is going down slightly, but poverty is going up. So we are going to have to decrease that. May need public housing assistance. So, well, that's very expensive, yeah. So it increases equality and poor earnings, but it is going to cost more billions that we don't have. The general strike is a result of poor earnings, though, so. Oof. Alright, state housing it is. Crank it up to max. That's not going to leave any political capital, so can't really do much there. Could implement food stamps, which should decrease the poverty. Take it from there. Alright, $2.5 billion is now not going to destroy me. Credit rating is down to triple C. That's terrible, but you know, I can't really do anything about that. That means my deficit is now at 41 billion. Oof. Oof. That hurts right there. Interest rate just skyrocketed at 133% GDP. That hurts. Which means we're gonna have to tax people a lot. Can't really do anything else to the middle class because they are screwed. So we're probably gonna have to increase corporate tax to 30%, which isn't gonna even generate us that much money. Big oof. Yeah, we'll go with 35%. That's gonna piss off all the capitalists, but at this point, it's bad. This is really bad right here. $41 billion deficit. And that's all from the credit rating. So if the credit rating can't be fixed early in the game, it's gonna screw this playthrough completely over. Um, I would like to build property tax up 23%. I just don't have the capital right now. I did bump up corporate to 35% to generate some, but there's really like the capital is going to be the big issue right now. And at this point, um, that credit rating increased the credit rating right here, the interest rate from the downgrade increased the debt payments by $30 billion. So there's that. Which is really unfortunate. It did go down. Yeah, my credit rating is tanking hard, and the problem is that there is just I don't have the political capital to deal with a lot of that. To deal with those costs, right? Just delete credit cards completely. Yeah, but then the companies are gonna like, who's gonna pay us? And then you're fucked. So this playthrough right now is in really bad shape. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to crank up income tax to 50%. So we're going up 9% on citizens, and then we'll probably have to raise petrol tax. Yeah, it's still recoverable. It's just really bad. Like, I just don't have the capital to make all the tax changes that are needed. Hey, crime free. Downgraded again. Ooh, this playthrough is done. This playthrough is done. So, all of that progress made is going to get undone by that credit downgrade. Because we're paying almost 10% interest right now. So our expenditures right now is $30 billion in debt. Just from the downgrade. So that means we're going to have to increase taxes again, which will probably do petrol. Well, I can't even raise it right now. I don't have the capital. So I have 19 capital right now. Who are all my people right now? 1.6. 1.6. You know what, buddy? I want your capital. $4.5 right there as well. 3.7. Yep. 1. Law and order. No, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Do I even have anyone that does law and order? You, Jada, you will do. You will do. Get in there. You two, sirs. You're on my watch list. Go back to the world of trading. You know what? We need some GME stocks to go to the moon so we can tax the short gains. That'll fix the problem. All right, COVID's out. Yeah, to the moon. 33% is like a get. You need to dump homeboy from transportation. Yeah. Oof. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at our GDP, which is completely tanked from the strike. So let's take a look at the strike. The stop trigger should go into effect next turn. So that should give me back 1.2 billion. Unfortunately, I'm still 39 billion, which is just from the global economy, like just completely taking a nosedive. Okay, so healthcare can probably go down to 12 billion. Get some money back from there, which is also going to destroy. Yeah, gotta upgrade my credit rating, which is the unfortunate thing. Public services. Let's see here. Public services. Do I have someone that can go public services? 2.5. That's terrible. 4.8 right there. Bye. Alright, transport. Let's see here. Transport 2.5. Transport 3.7. 4.8. So 4.8. Jacob, you're in. When do I declare war and go to battle? Soon. And welfare minister. Ava. I want Ava. Get me Ava. Alright. We're doing pretty good now. She's tired of all my firing? Too bad. General strikes over. That should increase GDP. Ooh. Yeah, so relative GDP just shot right up from that general strike being over. So hopefully that should reduce the debt, which should in turn return the economy to give me back my credit rating, which should lower the costs. Because once the credit rating gets normalized, hopefully for AA or AAA, then that should fix everything. But poor people, they're just getting taxed like hell. And there's like really nothing I can do about that. Yeah, it's going to take some time. Oh no, capitalists are going to kill me. Speed limits. Go fast. Right there. Whew. So interest debt is still 33 billion, but the nice thing is that deficit went down almost 30 billion in 3 months. So that is really, really good. Okay, so let's see here. We can probably get rid of faith school subsidies, which would increase education. Actually, that would be fine to keep. School prayers increases racial tension, so we probably want to get rid of that later. It would be nice to lower my income tax rate, but the problem is that I'm still in deficit, and then it's going to drop things even more. So GDP is dropping this turn. The major one that's causing GDP dip is the global economy and traffic. So actually, instead of increasing or decreasing taxes, what I am going to do is I'm going to do the telecom. So work at home should decrease the car congestion, which will decrease commuter membership and car usage, which will then free up the roads, which is way cheaper than expanding the roads. And then the rail strike, the rail subsidies are decreasing the values, but then the labor laws. So we should probably be more pro employer, which we can lower that. Well, someone tried to kill me. So gridlock is occurring, but then it's going to stop next turn. Credit upgraded, so that should fix a lot of things, and then the doctor strikes back. Whatever. Yeah, so there's that surplus 2 billion. So now I gotta hit real aggressive, and get that GDP back. So GDP is still tanking. Corporation tax is decreasing. It looks like productivity is down. And then that uncompetitive economy. So let's see here. I would like to fix the homelessness, which seems to be a part of the unemployment. The unemployment being major contributor is the GDP. So that's the unfortunate thing right there. As I make more money, it's going to cost more money. Gridlock should be fixed, which should fix that GDP next turn. Let's see here. I do have enough capital, so I would like to decrease religious membership, because then if I can't appease the religious membership, then it might be beneficial to just remove them as a population, which also seems to be the people that are trying to kill me. So maybe not right now anyway. What I could do is just remove prostitution, which should help the religious people from killing me. So sorry, no sex trade. Please stop killing me. And they're gonna still try and kill me. So now there's a mad cow epidemic. That's great. Tax evasion. Whoa, 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 whoa. I need to call FEPIT on these mofos. That is unacceptable. Alright. Too much taxes, so now I gotta decrease that. Boo. Alright, so now we're back in deficit. Oh man, did this run get good and then it stalls hard? Yeah. So, I guess for tax evasion, I'm just gonna have to decrease taxes, which are a major factor in this, because there's no real policing to do it. Wow, this sounds like the beginning of the lewd apocalypse. You can get lewd. You just can't get hookers down the road. That's all that's happening. Okay, it's just not legal. So we can probably decrease capital gains, which isn't generating a lot of money anyway. So we'll crank it down to 10%. Hopefully that'll fix a lot of that. The fact that gambling is not generating me cash is very, very unfortunate. I would like a youth club subsidy because I can't really do anything else for education, but at least it's a cheap alternative to get rid of that. It also decreases crime, which is nice. Police force can probably go down a little bit since, you know, crime is almost non-existent. But I can't lower it right now. Oh, hey Ari. You jump in and the first thing you hear is you can't get hookers down the road. Alright, let me explain what's going on, okay? My credit is going in the shitter. My Prime Minister cabinet wants to quit. The economy is all over the fucking place. Okay? And it seems to be because I told people that they can't buy sex. Alright? Is that my fault? Is that my fault? Bacon Party says no hookers. Look, look, look. All right. It was in self interest on not dying to this very angry radical group right here. Okay? That tried to kill me like a year ago. And the capitalist group is kind of getting there, so they're going to buy my death pretty soon. All right? So we need to find a way to appease the capitalists and appease the religious people before I die. So maybe if I just decrease the abortion law to 2 doctor approval, I might live to see another term. Good thing you appeased the religious fanatics. Yeah, they were gonna kill me. Like, look at that. And the effectiveness of my police force is kind of dipped right now from the last assassination, so... Oof. Let's see if I live another term, huh? And bang. Oh, they're just plotting to kill me. Yes, drill. I need money. The interest rate is normalizing, which is fine. Debt interest went down to 13 billion, but it's still 20% of my expenditures right now. Sounds like an excuse. Look, as Prime Minister, my goal is to not die, okay? I had so many playthroughs where I got shot. You know, it's all the food you drop that's rising against you. Look, look, look. I didn't drop any food today, okay? Because I didn't do a food stream. You thought my goal was to destroy the debt? Yeah. I can't destroy the debt if I'm dead, you know? Just saying. What I really gotta do is fix this tax evasion because it is cutting my money. So we'll probably do some income tax drops, which is gonna kill my income. But hopefully they'll stop, you know, spending all their money in the Caribbeans. Yes, that one cookie that I dropped on Saturday, and the few little pieces of lettuce could have saved $21.5 billion over 3 months. Just do away with income tax and everyone will love me. We just won't have any money. We'll spiraling debt. And what are we, the US? Spend like $20 trillion. Alright, so the oil company shot. Someone tried to shoot me again. So that happened. And my team wants to quit. Look, let's look at the numbers, okay? Popular stuff, not so popular stuff. Yikes. What I really should do is just invest in the space program and try and get to the moon before I get shot again. Ace Logic, it's not one group after your life, but two. Yeah, it was the capitalist group this time. Look at this! What the hell? But look, okay, they're not as angry at me now. They're not as angry at me. Alright? I'm sorry that, you have to get 2 doctors' approvals before you can abort, but I'm still alive. And that's what matters. Okay? Our debt is spiraling out of control again. It was doing fine, and then they tried and killed me, and then that just screwed up everything. Okay, so we're gonna have to get some money somehow. Not sure how, but we're gonna have to get some money. Could probably do some 30% property tax. Get just a smidgen of money. Legalize prostitution. Oh, capitalists want to kill me again. A black market? Holy crap. This playthrough is dunzo. That's 5 billion a quarter. Look, you know what? We'll legalize euthanasia, because at this point, this debt is just spiraling out of control. Hopefully my inheritance tax will grant some money from that law. Oh jeez. 38 billion. Ooh. Yeah, this run is done. That assassination plot came too fast, and it just tanked everything. The global economy is turning around though, so there is a little bit of hope that it is recoverable. Just oof. The Bacon Party is not looking too good, gotta say. There is a decent amount of people on my side. I might win the election, but I'm not going to win the debt war. So there's only one thing to do, which is to... Can't raise it because I don't have enough capital. Oh, that capital. Look, the only thing to do at this point is to get shot and die. It is the only way. So we're gonna cancel taxes, like Ace said, and we're gonna YOLO it. Look, no taxes for anyone, okay? And capitalists still want to kill me. Look at that. Cannot please anyone. $77 billion. Ace, I canceled income tax, just like you said, and it didn't help. Did not help at all. You know what? We're gonna double down on this theory, okay? We're gonna get rid of corporate tax. Cannot get rid of corporate tax because I don't have the political points. Oh boy. But I can drop it to 1%. So we're gonna double down on your theory here, okay? And we're gonna drop corporate tax to 1%. Hopefully that'll spike up that GME stocks and take it to the moon. It's the only way. The only way. And a oil pipeline gets attacked. Really? Whew. Global economy is going up. Debt is skyrocketing. And I'm somehow still alive. Look. Okay? What we really need to do is make it accessible for drivers to deliver bacon to people's doorsteps. All right? This is the only way. We're gonna make Uber Eats like streamlined, and the only way to do that is to lower gas tax to 0. Okay? No gas tax. You want gas, go get gas. Okay? You know what we can also do? Okay? We're gonna make people not pay inheritance tax. It's the only way. 1%. Okay? You're gonna start lurking. Thanks for lurking. Bye, Erie. Okay, we're gonna lose some credit. That's okay. How popular am I? 83% right now. 83% of people will vote for me. Even though I spiraled their debt completely out of control. And we have a deficit of 98 billion. Hey, at least they're paying their fair share of taxes, right? But you know who's not? The corporate. They're still evading taxes. Look at this. There's no taxes and they're still trying to evade it. Excuse me? There's literally no income tax. None. 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 And they're still evading it. I don't get this. I do not get this at all. You know what, Ace? We should have made it where people can buy all the black label they want without paying 30% booze tax. I should have seen that along 3 years ago. So we're just gonna have to do it. Done. It's done. There's no booze tax. There's a smoking tax, but there's no booze tax. Yeah, black label with a 30% tax, gone. Buy it all up. Buy it all up. Let's see this election. %64 of the vote. Look, I completely destroyed Canada, but I got reelected as Prime Minister. And isn't that what really counts? Extradite a terror suspect? No. Look, we hit $100 billion deficit because we're only taking in $19 billion. This playthrough is donezo. Let's get out of here. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a complete and utter failure of trying to save Canada's economy. It's worth it. Look, you got 2 years of just no taxes, so that was at least a nice income tax relief for all you Canadians out there until your government just got completely shut down. Alright, so giving up on Canada, we're gonna try and do the US. The only difference is I am gonna change the term limit to no limit because it takes a long time to fix the US economy, let's be real here. And we're gonna go back to the Bacon Party, the most important thing right there, and leave everything else default. So Ace, usually in my playthroughs, I try to fix the crime first because the crime is one of the harder things, and then the unemployment. But I usually do unemployment as a long-term thing through education, which also reduces the poverty. So hopefully that'll work out. State health, I usually tackle after because pollution is going to go up naturally through the economy rising, and then can counter that with some of the environmental policies. So right now alcohol abuse is causing 46 billion, antisocial is another billion, which is whatever, and then internet crime is just going to cause a GDP drop. So naturally, first thing you want to do is community policing, and crank that to max, which will get rid of the alcohol abuse. And then also the racial discrimination, because ethnic minorities and racial tension's a thing, and it's like dirt cheap. Because I can now do biometric checks and things like that, which will get rid of tourism, but it also increases Patriot. I will later on have to decrease military spending, which is at 225 billion. That is just too high. And being that expenditures, it's military spending, state pensions, it's gonna get really high really fast. And then we also want to increase state schools, so that way there's less poverty. I think we can do a youth subsidy program this turn, which should help with the education. So we're gonna do youth care subsidies, crank that out to max, get rid of the crime naturally, which is cheap. Also do adult education, so that way they can get re-educated, and then drop skills shortage, which would be nice. Yeah, free meals is cheap. I ran out of political capital for that, but the farmers also like it too, which is really nice. We're gonna go full support on the farmers because they provide us with bacon, and we love our farmers. So we're going to allow debt agencies to be limited because, we're never paying back our debt, apparently, with double B. That's a thing. Right now our deficit is still high, but at least our abuse is going to drop slowly. Can't lower state pensions yet, but we can lower military spending, possibly. Yep. So we're gonna go from 224 billion to probably 180 billion. Yeah, we're gonna make these farmers real happy. Okay. But the only thing I'm gonna demand is that we have food standards. Okay. It's not about the quantity of bacon. It's about the quality of the bacon. All right. If we decrease the quality of the bacon, we're gonna get ham, and that's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. I'm gonna increase the telecommuting initiative. Yeah, Canadian bacon. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna crank this up to max. It is a lot, but I think it's cheaper than road expansion. And then biofuel subsidies, I do want to crank this up as a way to decrease oil demand. Capital. So if we look at oil demand right now, it is going to decrease, which is nice, which should affect the oil price. And then as long as we have a higher oil supply, we can make money off of that. I am going to increase taxes next turn just to deal with the deficit. Oh, sorry about that. Hit mute. Okay, so the question is if we're going to ban alcohol adverts, and so we can approve the ban and not let beer commercials be on TV, or reject the ban. Yeah, it's the USA, so we're gonna reject this ban. We can't find out about the great beer options unless the beer is available to be seen on advertisement. So there's that. So our deficit is going down somewhat, but it's still not good enough, which is going to cause our interest rate to go up soon because we are at 100%. So there's that. I do want to increase taxes, but that's not going to happen right now. Can't really raise petrol tax. Can raise corporation tax, so I'm going to crank that up to 20%. So 144 to 180, so that's about $40 billion extra per quarter, which will be nice. So we're just going to do a small tweak there. Sales tax, I would like to lower it, but not right now. Not much else I can do. Everyone else seems to be okay political capital wise. And the skill shortage does seem to be dropping, which should increase GDP a lot soon. So hopefully that will fix some of the problems, because education right now is just too expensive to fix. School vouchers is causing a lot of issues right now, so I'm probably going to drop school vouchers soon. Actually, I'll just drop it that way. It's cheaper capital wise. And here's the oh shit moment. So interest went up. That's gonna screw things up. So now debt is 4% of our spending. That is gonna be quite expensive. So our rail subsidies can probably drop a bit because we did have the telecom initiative, so that won't be too bad. So 60 billion to 40 billion maybe. And then we can also, you know what? Biofuel subsidies makes farmers happy. So we got to go all in. We're gonna spend that. Sorry. Car usage is going down slightly, which is nice. Drug addiction is still bad. Asthma's still there. Internet crime's slightly going down. Probably need more policing for that. Alcohol abuse is going down though. We are seeing effects from the community policing. So that should fix a lot of this stuff. Now we can do the school meals. That should increase the poor standard of living, health, and decrease poverty, which is all really good stuff. So if we look at poverty right now, that should start to dip, which should hopefully reduce drug addiction and homelessness. So we'll see how that goes. Don't change the food diet because that's bad. Actually, let's take a look. So crime going down. It's going down real hard, which is nice. Poverty is also taking a nosedive from the food subsidies. Unemployment is climbing, which is interesting. So unemployment cost is going up 61% because of GDP, and I really don't have any way to stop that. Health is slowly going up. I will have to address health eventually. So a 30 billion deficit right now. State pensions can probably go down a little bit more, but I don't have the capital to do so. People are still okay in the cabinet. So science funding is still increasing GDP, decreasing unemployment just minimally for 48 billion. So I'm going to decrease it to that's going to increase unemployment as well though, so that's not good. Could we decrease prisons? Doesn't really do much. Yeah, we're gonna give them shared cells, and then that should decrease some of the expenditures. You know what? It's prison. You're bunk bedding. So we do have that. Everything else really doesn't do that much more. And we're not going to do any more taxes. You know what? We're going to do some grants, because grants actually do a lot of good things. It's going to cost us 7 billion though, or 8 billion. It's fine. We're not going to do the international route. There we go. Surplus. Ace, look. Are you proud of me? Expenditures is lower than the income. Now let's see if I can keep it. So alcohol abuse is still going down. Could probably increase taxes on the black label. So we'll probably do like 10%. Actually 20%. We'll do 20%, which will grant us a couple billion. It's going to increase poverty though. That's the one thing I don't understand. But it is what it is. So let's see here. So poverty is gonna stagnate from that. So we'll find other more productive ways to decrease poverty. But hopefully that should generate some money. Anti-social obesity, that's unacceptable. So let's see here. Now we have a 60 billion surplus, so we're tackling that pretty hard. Alcohol abuse is coming down to an end, so that should make it 100 surplus. The obesity thing is just decreasing health costs, so that can wait a little bit. There isn't really much else can do. Could tackle the the environment to help do some other things. Could do basic stuff like clean fuel subsidies. I believe that helps the farmers as well, but not 100% sure. Food stamp costs is going to go up to address the poverty issue on the other side. So that 2%. It also increases farmers, so that's nice. Probably get some more taxes by increasing tobacco tax. Nope. No capital. Whoops. So we are eventually going to have to go more towards labor law because the working week is too damn high. That's a problem for another time. We could increase police a little bit and then be a little bit preventative on the internet crime that's kind of still there. So how's everyone doing? Credit upgrading, so that should make it a surplus. Vigilante mobs are done. So Ace, you think I can get the US out of debt? Surplus of 88 billion right now. Alcohol abuse is still going down. Oof. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. You're Gucci, you're playing Pokemon Go. Are you still able to play Pokemon Go at home, or do you actually have to walk around? Is that a thing? Could probably increase education a little bit this way too. 10 billion for public library. Oh, you can do both? Oh, that's cool. So skill shortage is gone. We will allow tobacco adverts. You get 1 free gym pass a day if you can't make it outside. Oh, that's cool. So we're at 125 billion surplus, which is nice. Our debt is under 100% of GDP, so that's nice. But alcohol abuse is stagnating right now. Not so nice. They put in the update when the pandemic hit, since people couldn't go outside. Yeah, that's. So I remember it being where they could, you could play at home, but then I don't know if they ever changed it back, since a lot of people are like kind of being more outdoorsy. So if alcohol is not going down for alcohol abuse, you just tax it. And at the same time, I can also decrease people's taxes. So this will hopefully balance it out a little bit. So we've got a rail strike. Credit went up. Yeah, we used to use geolocation spoofer to play at home before the update. And then I just kind of gave up playing. So alcohol's going down now. Surplus is still there. That's nice. Obesity is still a thing. So because the interest rate went down again, we're getting a lot more money, but it is tanking the global economy. Geospoofer is when you have like an application that tells the phone that you're in a location that you're not. So Niotic Labs used to have another game called Ingress, where you'd have to go to places kind of like the ones that are marked in Pokemon Go, and then you could take over the locations. It was kind of like a gang war in AR. And so some people that couldn't access or didn't have cell service to a location that they were at would sometimes use that to force walk like that quarter-mile distance or whatever to be in a location where they aren't physically, but they don't have like service to get there or for whatever reason. So that way they could take over the spot without being there. It is cool, but it is a bannable thing. Originally, like geospoofing would get you immediately account deleted because you weren't technically playing the game. You were at home. Like for some people, you were at home, but you ended up in Antarctica, tagging nodes that people know that you don't have access to, right? Because now you're not playing the game, so to speak. So alcohol abuse is going down. My rail strike is going kind of stagnant, but it's not going to really do anything. Uncompetitive economy, which is productivity. I will probably have to change labor laws again, go down a little bit more pro-employer. And that's hopefully just going to fix that. I should probably start addressing pollution. So we can do something simple like recycling for that. Can do 5 billion, that's fine. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just very unfortunate. Like, people would make road trips and outings to go to hard to locate locations, and then people would just kind of like delete all that progress that you made. Like going to a secluded park or something to hit the node, and then someone would just geospoof over there and then undo it. But I guess for Pokemon Go, it kind of doesn't really matter. You just collect things. But then now that they're pay for convenience with their Pokeballs and whatnot, people would geospoof to go to different gyms to collect the items. Yeah, so that's a thing too. So a doctor strike. Poverty is kind of stagnant. Healthcare went ploop. Yeah, doctors ain't happy with me right now, so we're gonna have to promote some state healthcare services and raise it from 90 billion to like probably 120. Okay, stop being mad at me, doctors. Go back to work. Well, now the green people want to kill me. We're America. We don't give back terrorists. Keep them. So that's all done. So health rock bottom. but the doctor strike is going down as a result of that, so hopefully that should be resolved soon. Alcohol abuse is still going down. That's the major one I'm concerned about, but it did put me in a deficit for a little bit. I do have a little bit of a buffer till the interest rate kills it though, so we'll see how that goes. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to make our farmers happy. So we're going to do some organic farming subsidies, which will help out our bacon farmers. And then we'll do some health food subsidies, which should decrease the obesity as well. Pension fund scandals, that's unfortunate. So health's finally going back up. Hopefully that should make doctors less angry, but we'll see. Yeah, slightly less angry. But it did cause a huge deficit. That's not good. $43 to introduce a flat tax. Yikes. So we'll probably have to increase taxes again. We're going to go from 25 to 30% again. Whoops. Yeah, there's the credit downgrading expected. We'll probably decrease military spending just a smidgen more. And that should get rid of the deficit. Send in the troops to safeguard the oil. Environmentalists are getting a little bit angry, so probably need to fix that. Probably do a clean fuel subsidy. You know, we also need to do an agricultural subsidy. We need to help out them farmers, you know? But instead of 30 billion, we're probably going to start with around 6 billion. It is going to increase obesity though, so boosh. Minister not too happy, yikes. Unemployment's just climbing. So we can probably do more state employees. And do that. Easy election win. So health up, education up, crime down, poverty down, environment up. Unemployment is a little bit worrying, so I should probably address that. Relations went to the pooper. Yeah, the higher earnings are pretty mad. Yep, so there's the deficit. Alcohol abuse is getting a little ridiculous again. That means that black label is going to have to cost more. Poverty is also probably going to do not too good as a result. Well, poverty is going slightly down. Ace, are you still around? Or are you chilling? Obesity and pollution is gone. Credit is back up. That should put us in a major surplus, because GDP now is going to skyrocket. Yep, there's that skyrocket right there. 112 billion. That's going down. Alcohol abuse is dropping again. Life is getting good. So Caps, you catch any decent Pokemon? Anything good? Well, with the surplus right here, I think it's pretty good. So I'm just going to call it here.